Hi, we're Ian and Julie. Follow us on our tiny homestead and our debt-free project of a lifetime, the building of our shipping container home here in the Pyrenees, and all of this alongside our full-time jobs. Hi there, welcome back everyone.
Hi there.
Hope everyone's had a good Christmas. We're a couple of days away from New Year's Eve and we've finally got nice sun, so we're back up on the off-grid plot.
Yeah, I feel like we've been really lazy up here. We haven't been up here probably all week, only just to recharge the batteries for the alarm system and the surveillance system. Now we've got quite a bit of stuff up here. But you saw in the last video that I was test driving my little rally car because we've got 1 month.
At the end
1
of
month
January.
to go, yeah, 4 weeks to go till Rally Monte Carlo Historique, the biggest rally we've ever done. Basically 7 days of driving. And I had quite a few little cooling issues. Firstly with the water pump leaking, and then I've just had in my back of my mind the radiator that I have just isn't up to it, or there's a blockage or something's wrong with it, and I've just had a leak repaired on it. So the engine's out, it's all over the floor.
Out again.
I've had everything apart, the motor apart, the sump apart, the gearbox started leaking because it's been stood there over COVID and everything for nearly 3 years without doing anything, and it just needed a bit of attention.
TLC.
So even on Christmas Day I was out in the garage, which doesn't sound great, but as I said, we had a quiet Christmas here. So I'm waiting for a few parts. I think I've got my plan together with getting it all sorted, and then yeah, we'll
Back
be able
to test driving.
get some snow driving up here, get Julie in there navigating, and we
I'm
hopefully...
a good navigator, but I am terrified of doing this competition in the snow.
It'll be a bit of fun. So today...
Yes, back to work.
We have got to get this power situation sorted,
Yeah.
and you saw that we had started digging with the mini digger a small hole ready for a post for some solar panels, or basically just the one single big solar panel at the moment, because our power stations, the EcoFlow, can only take a maximum of 500 watt input, solar input. So we're going to carry on making the forms for that. It's increased in project slightly because I want to also incorporate our earthing rods. I've been a bit bad, I haven't put earthing rods in here yet, so basically because we were just running off those battery power the supply units. We're not connected to any proper AC. So I'm going to put a couple of earth rods in there and some conduits connecting the solar panel all the way into the garage. So I've got to get some parts on Tuesday, bank holiday here on Monday. So on Tuesday we'll get up to town, get all the conduits, but in the meantime we can prepare all the forms and hopefully, if we've got time, get that bit of siding up.
We'll do it.
Right, let's go on, get on with it.
Our cheeky little sausages, they are just pure sun worshippers. I have to keep putting their blankie out in the sun just so that they're comfy. Conveniently, Ian's forgot his boots. So I've got the short straw, I'm in the hole digging, so I've got to dig this hole out, and luckily it's dried out at last because this was quite a pond. Ooh, floats out of the way. Ooh, it's sticky.
While Julie's digging out the hole, because she came in her welly boots, I'm just going to put these little stanchions on the end of this form, and that will allow me to basically knock it square into that basically rugged hole and get it nice and flat and level. It's going to be a bit quite involved, this form. I've got a few ideas, so but this is the basis for it. Right, so it should hopefully work. Doesn't have to be square up here because I'm going to whack it into the mud. I'll go and see if Julie's finished off that hole. Right. You're done. Right, let's see if this fits. It probably won't now. Okay, right, let's have a look. I think these may be a bit too long. Probably only need about there, really. Let's go for that. It's a bit better, I think.
Oh, that'll tap in nicer.
So now I just need to get it parallel with the wall. Right, that's that. And I'll just keep this 9.5. Oh, it's near enough there. So I'm just going to tap this down and get him level. Right, I'm going to abandon it for now. I'm not happy with these sticks. They're going in at all angles. So I've got some rebar back at home. I'm going to bring that up, cut those to length and properly do it. I was hoping to get away with some scrap wood, but I'll get some rebar down and then I can screw this to the rebar and that'll be a lot stronger, I think. So meanwhile, I'm going to get back to finishing off that front siding because it's a nice day. You little dogs in the sun, hey? It's a nice day, isn't it? Oh. Right, you all know that we have quite a predicament with our power situation. We thought we would buy that generator and it would charge up all our battery banks, but as you know, it didn't. So All Powers, a power company that do power stations and solar panels, they saw our problems and sent us this solar array. So we're just going to try it out now. We've got a beautiful sunny day. This is a couple of days after winter solstice, so it is probably the lowest sun we'll ever get here. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to set this up. This EcoFlow is 0, absolutely dead. So we're going to see how quick it charges it up. So very, very nice panel. It looks like this is the first time I'm actually opening this. So on the back, whoop, trying to get it out of the mud. On the back is an attached bag. And inside there seems to be quite a few different charging cables. So they're the standard solar cables. This is the plug here that I'll need for the EcoFlow, which is pretty good because some of them are their own sort of standards, where this is pretty much standard for all. So on the back of the EcoFlow we have that plug. So that'll fit in there nicely. What else we got in here? Oh, some little carabiner things, because I think you can actually hang it from a wall as well, flat, or a balcony. So a lot of the usage is for this. So we've got straps as well, again to hang it onto balustrades or something like that. A little instruction book, I'll leave that in there. And then you've got the output cables of the actual solar panels. So I'm going to zip that up and just have those available to plug into these ones here. A couple of clips here. Whoop, let's have a look. Now it's quite a heavy unit, but to me that means it's substantial. So they just fold out. There we go. Trying to keep them out of the mud, but they are waterproof, you'd hope. So there's 6 panels here, and I'm just going to rest them up this concrete. Right, the standard solar connectors. There's one, And there's 2. So I'm just going to turn on the unit. 0%. Put in the solar plug and let's see what we've got. Always takes a little bit of time. Straight 200. These are supposed to be 600 watt panels. As I said, this is the lowest point of the sun in the year ish. So 330, 335. But I'm going to leave this now and see how long. So what time is it? It is 11 o'clock, well 11:15, and we'll check out what time this gets up to charge. I'm just going to cut some blocking for the siding. Now, quite a few of you mentioned, oh, you're blocking all the airflow. There's quite a few gaps in it already, so I'm not too fussed about the airflow. But for these ones, just keeping all the comments in mind, I'm going to cut them with probably a ½ centimetre gap each side. At least then there's a little bit of airflow going up the side, but not enough for those mices. So it's a 25s, 30s, so I couldn't get 4, but I could get 4 25s out of that. Do 25.5, so that's 51, 76.5.
Now Ian's cut them all to length for me. I'm going to just whack on my bug treatment, put them on. Ian's going to screw them on. Once they're on, they get a second coat of bug treatment, and that should be done, ready for the big boards to go on. And hopefully it'll just soak in nicely, because today's a beautiful day for the sun to get into it.
Well, while we're waiting for the blocking to dry, just want to say thanks to all the comments we had on the method of building our new house. As you know, we just had a few second thoughts on the containers, and I'm going to go through that in more detail a bit later on in another video, but I hope that's not on camera. You don't want to see what we're seeing now. Floki, stop.
He is castrated.
Anyway, back to one major issue that I didn't mention is the engineering and design of the house. With the container houses, they're pretty bulletproof, bomb-proof, and I can stick pretty much anything on top of those and it's not going to all collapse. If I went to stick build timber frame, I need that to be designed by a proper engineer. I can do my calculations, but it's not going to be certified. So one thing I'm thinking about is a mixture of ICF for the basement crawl space, a bit like this retaining wall here, but using the insulated concrete forms, going up about 1 metre or maybe 1.5 meters, and then using a SIPS system, the structural insulated panels, because the companies that supply those panels will also do the full engineering of the house and structure. So I'll have the floor, the walls and the roof, and any internal walls and everything will be designed by them, and they will certify it
that is that's the part that we really do need at the finish of this build, is the certification.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I could go ahead and just build something and then put a tile on, and the whole thing will come down. Because remember, here we use
Heavy tile.
proper tiles. None of that shed roofing.
We don't have shingles.
We do.
No disrespect to you guys, we use shingles. They look beautiful, but it's just not a done thing here.
No,
it's all heavy clay or slate tiles.
I
concrete
don't think it'd be
tiles.
allowed actually.
No, I don't think they will. I've never seen it here.
So we've got lots to think about. I'll probably incorporate some steel as well, just like the garage. But we can put that down to the SIPS company to design that. We have chatted to a few, and some won't allow us just to do it DIY. They have to send in their crews and do the whole lot, which puts the price right up.
And the other side, that sort of defeats the object of what we're trying to achieve
Yeah.
here. But we've come to terms now that if the only way we can get this is with a skeleton staff that they provide, then we'll go that route. But other than
we'll
that,
just act as labourers
Yeah.
and gophers. So.
I'm good at being a gopher.
But the ICF, we've been watching a lot of videos on ICF recently, and yeah, if I didn't have the roof design I have, and if I just went for trusses, I could probably do the ICF. That would be quite nice. But we've got a funny design in the roof with, south-facing windows and all of that stuff. Julie loves doing that.
But we do. I want to maintain the shape of the roof inside the house, so we don't want to lose that big void area. We want to be able to keep that triangular shaped, so it will give it some height and volume.
Big vaulted ceilings in the main part.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Right. The sun's nice beating down on us, the solar panels, and on those boards, so they should be pretty much handleable. You stop it. We should be able to put those up on the wall now and get that done.
Yeah. Has that worked?
So I've just got to be careful of the screws.
Oh yeah.
That should be all right. Right, let's see what they're doing. Still full sun, very low sun. Right, 34%. It's now 1 hour. So that's pretty good, 308 watts. I did see up to 450 earlier. So 34% in an hour. That's not too bad. Just gonna put these here. Pre-drilled because they're so close to the edge.
300.
Right, I'm just going to put a good bead both sides of this. Coming. Here it is.
There he is. Woo.
It's shone. Oh, not true.
Pressure again. That's a nice surprise.
So I want to thank All Powers for sending us this 600 watt 44 volt solar panel unit. There's 6 panels, they all fold up, easily movable, and can be transported in your RV, your van, back of your car. So camping trips, on our cycling holidays, we'll be using these. For our lunch stops, we can get all our power stations up and running, because now we're getting a lot of electric bike users, and those batteries take quite a lot of power to charge. And yeah, I'll put all the links down in the description. Thank you again for All Powers. Right, let's go and see what Julie's doing with this varnishing. Right, it's time to get this light on. It has been here for quite some time. The final touch for the light is to position these little, I suppose, deflectors underneath. Once it's dark you can actually see, and then put the lid on. There, that is the final outdoor light. There's one just behind the scaffold and there's 2 on the front.
Yep. Little skid. Get in, Floki!
They're worn out and limping now.
They've stung their feet in the nipples. Oh, they are funny little sausages. It's breakfast. Good boy. Sausage. I know. You hear them silly girls? Hey. Come on then. Back you go. It's coming, girls. Oh, you cheeky little rascals. I can see you. Oh my goodness. Come on then. Come on then. Ah! Good girls. You're the good ones, aren't you, my oldies? Oh, come on, little Blondie. Come on. And there's always the odd chicken that doesn't quite fit the mould, catching water dripping out the drain pipe. You silly girl.
Well, Jilly's just finished off her animal chores. She actually cleaned out the chicken house yesterday because these 8 girls are starting to make a bit of a mess, and also on the garden, and that is one project that's got to be done very soon, and we'll come to that in the new year. But yeah, as I just explained in the garage, or my excuses as to why we haven't finished off quite a few of the projects on the build, that will all be rectified in the spring.
And we do have lots of projects coming up. Whoops, there she goes. Lots of projects coming up next year. And yeah, it's going to be exciting. So, as always, give us that Julie cheeky thumbs up.
And have a great New Year's Eve tonight.
Yeah, Happy New Year to everybody.
And we'll see you in 2024, which is actually tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll see you next Sunday.
Keep partying.
Bye then.